Hello. Today you can see I am dressed in mourning because today is a very sad day. Because today is the last episode of this series. No! This is the final episode in the series that I have called Japan is For, where we've been exploring different aspects of Japan. We have looked at nature, history, fashion, food, partying, and today is the final episode. I mean, who knows what we're going to be talking about today, okay? I mean, it's not like I planned this all out and I know what the final topic is going to be, but I'm going to reach into the bucket and pretend like I don't know anyway. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And today we are going to be talking about how Japan is for geeks. What are the odds? Who knew? I didn't see that one coming. I deliberately left this one till last because this is arguably the most iconic identifier of Japanese culture. Japan is just the ultimate place to go if you want to geek out on your favorite cartoons, comic books, or video games, or whatever it might be. Japan is the place for you. And one of my favorite things to geek on is Studio Ghibli films. So if you don't know what Studio Ghibli is, it is a film studio that has produced some of the world's highest grossing anime films of all time, including Howl's Moving Castle and Spirited Away, which is my personal favourite. In 1996, Studio Ghibli actually formed an alliance with Walt Disney, who became their sort of sole international distributor, and that's why you'll sometimes see Studio Ghibli referred to as the Japanese Disney. And then in 2001, the Studio Ghibli Museum opened up in Tokyo, which displays artwork, set and memorabilia from the films. It also delves into the behind the scenes making of the films and talks about the history of the company. The logo for Studio Ghibli is the drawing of this character, which is from a film called My Neighbor's Totoro, which I thoroughly recommend. And actually, I already introduced you guys to Toti. Toti I got from the Studio Ghibli Museum and is also a character from that same film. You're my little pet. The museum has a gift shop where you can buy all sorts of merchandise, including this deck of cards. Now you can get lots of different kinds, but this one has pictures from the movie Spirited Away. Studio Ghibli films are just stunningly beautiful and the soundtracks are always very moving and expressive. And I think the stories are a bit more mature than the Disney stories. If you are in Tokyo, I would encourage you to watch a couple of Studio Ghibli films and then go visit the museum and see some of the fantastic scenery, and everything's just very whimsical and it's such a fun place to visit. I'm just going to pop that there. You have to book over a month in advance just to get a ticket. And here's how you do it. There are two main ways to get tickets. The first is through selected JTB travel agents. Tickets go on sale at the first of every month, but they are for 3 months in advance. Or you can do what I did, which is go to Lawson Tickets online. They release tickets at 10 AM Japanese time on the 10th of every single month, but it is for the following month. So for example, if you buy your tickets on the 10th of June, it'll be for a ticket between the 1st and 31st of July. There are a limited number of tickets per day and tickets sell out pretty fast. I would get them pretty much as soon as they are released. If you've been to the Studio Ghibli Museum before, comment down below and let me know what you thought of the experience. If you didn't know what Studio Ghibli was before, now you do. And actually you can watch all of the Studio Ghibli films on Netflix, so go check them out. Now we all know Japan is known for being a leader in electronics, which makes Tokyo a perfect place to go check out some futuristic technology. Odaiba is an area of Tokyo I mentioned in my previous video about fashion. It's a man-made island that has been developed into a major commercial and leisure area, and there are so many attractions based around technology that you'll find here. Pallet Town, for example, includes the Toyota Exhibition Hall, known as MegaWeb. You also have the Mori Digital Art Museum. This opened up in June 2018. It's where they kind of combine art and technology for this really immersive, futuristic experience. It looks fabulous. I will go check that out if I ever get a chance to go back to Tokyo. Maybe in 2025 or something. I don't know. You'll also find the Fuji television headquarters here and a theme park called Joypolis. Joypolis? Joypolis is a chain of amusement parks featuring games and rides that are powered by Sega technology. So it's kind of a very futuristic amusement park. There are 3 floors of attractions, and it includes an interactive standing coaster which uses music, and you have to press a button at the right time while you're on the coaster. It sounds very complicated, but it's fun and awesome. They also have a free roaming VR game experience, which was really fun. I got to run around a room with a bunch of strangers with my VR headset on, screaming when someone jumped at me and shooting zombies. And I think I scored somewhere in the middle, and there was one man who could not let go of the fact that I had beat his score in the game. He was so mad about it, and I was like, okay, well that seems like a you problem, so don't be jealous of my talent. Okay. If you are very much into electronics and video games, then Akihabara is the place for you. Akihabara is known as the Electric Town because it is the major shopping centre for all of your electronic needs. Whatever bit of tech you need, they have it here. Even if you've got nothing to buy, it's an awesome place to visit just for some window shopping. Go check it out. And I know I did a whole video on shopping before, but that was about fashion. This time I want to talk about shopping for those quirky souvenirs. There are floors and floors and floors of souvenirs and figurines and comic books and toys and clothing related to any type of anime or cartoon or Marvel, Harry Potter, whatever it is, you name it, Akihabara has it. You can also visit one of my favourite places in Tokyo, which is Takashita Street, where you can find some of the wackiest and cutest little toys. Like, look at these squishy little things. I think I might need some. Oh, it's so satisfying. And finally, we have to talk about one industry in Japan that is still thriving despite it nearly disappearing from other parts of the world, and that is the arcades. And one of the reasons that they're still so popular in Japan is because the technology is far superior, and you know, the games are so diverse. You'll find something that everyone will enjoy. There are floors and floors of different types of arcade games, ranging from the very simple crane games that we all know and love, except that I don't anymore because I was definitely cheated out of this Pikachu. It's like the odds were stacked against me. And then you have some more complicated music games, like this drumming game, which was very fun, and this more advanced piano playing one. Look at this guy go. Okay, that is insane. That is just pure and utter joy and dedication right there. And of course I had to try my hand at the dance mat, which again still seems more advanced than the ones that you see in the arcades in the UK. But of course you still get your traditional racing games and pinball, etc, etc. They're places you go to hang out with your friends for a fun outing experience, and they're open till very late at night, so it's just a cool place to hang out. And I tell you what, if they put bars in these places, that would be an absolute game changer. I don't come across in these videos too well, do I? In all fairness, I've not been to a pub in about a year and I'm getting withdrawal symptoms. But that all ends today! So excited. And that is a wrap. That is the end of this series. I'm so sorry, but all good things must come to an end. Thank you so much for watching this series. I have thoroughly enjoyed re-exploring Japan and all the things that make it just one of the most fun and beautiful countries I've ever visited. Remember, if you have any questions, you can always email me at alicesbucket@outlook.com. I'm very happy to hear from you. I will be taking a little bit of a break before I start my next series, but until then, please enjoy some of my previous videos. You can see them right here. But guys, have a great week. I'm off to the pub. See you soon.